Yeah, money game is the name of the game. Money game is the name of the game. Okay. So we have Dennis Chung on the line, financial analyst, chartered accountant, chair of the GK Capital Management Limited. He's also the general secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation and chair of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, former chief financial officer of Supreme Ventures, former director of the Bank of Jamaica. Mr. Chung, why are you so much farmer? Why you give up these jobs?
Because I can't manage all of them, Utah. I'm not like
But you take the whole of them, and then you say farmer. Mind the farmer, them find out something, That's a terrible thing. Anyway,
yeah.
All right. You see, I can tell you about IRFM listeners now. Them not listen no other radio station but that station,
Yeah.
So I want to explain to them at the nearest point of grassroots language, right? What the hell is happening with this financial madness we are going between the how them call them? SLL, and the Stocks and Security Limited and the Financial Service Commission. Me could talk about you call it a bank or you call it a bank?
No, it's not a bank. It is a financial institution where you call a brokerage house or something like that. So what they do is that they will take money, they take investments from people, and they'll buy stocks for people on the stock exchange, or they will put it into what we call securities, which can mean buy bonds, or they can just take it and put it on what we call a repo, a repurchase agreement. So they will take your money and invest it in securities. That is what they're supposed to do. So it is really just a brokerage house, an intermediary.
And they give you a percentage after them do what they do with the money.
Yeah, so if you buy stocks, for example, say you buy a company on the stock exchange, then you will get the dividends when the company declare dividends, or if the price of the stock move up or down, you move with it. If you buy bonds, you will get the interest rate on the bonds, or also the price of bonds can move up and down. So you will get interest on it, but you will also have some capital appreciation or depreciation. So it can go both ways, right? There are some investments that are less risky than the others. So an investment in bonds or government paper, as I would call it, is very low risk, but the rate of interest on it is very low. But if you
so like you gamble with your money then? It come like you gamble with your money.
Well, everything is a gamble with your money. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, it's a gamble. Because you never know what will happen. But you have some that are very low risk. So if you buy paper, government of Jamaica paper, for example, you're 99.99% guaranteed that you'll get.
So you'll get something on it.
You know what I mean? So everything is a risk, but some of them are higher risk.
All right. Out of this bond thing and real estate, which one is you better put your money in, a real estate or this stock exchange business? Which one would you say is a better?
The both of them are very good, because you can have, and this is why it's important to diversify. So you don't want to put everything in real estate. You don't want to put everything in stocks, because all of them can move up and down.
Yeah.
But over time, you expect everything to move up if you invest in the right thing. So you could buy a house, for example, and the house burn down.
No, not the house, land, not the house, land. Land.
You can buy a land and somebody and it valued $2 million today, and then a whole heap of squatters go live next door to it, and it valued $500,000 after that.
Okay.
So everything have its risk, right? And then you have some stocks that you can do very well, but then something can happen, like the war in Ukraine, for example. And it affects the stock market. So it's important to diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
But more importantly, Muta, if you want to invest in finances, right, you find somebody who would know about it.
Okay,
right?
like you.
Well, I am one person, right?
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people out there, people who are for trained accountants, or they're qualified as what we call chartered financial analysts.
Yeah.
And importantly also, maybe the most important qualification is to understand the reputation of the person, because a person can be an accountant and be a thief,
Oh, you mean, of course. Of course, I mean.
So it's important to ask questions. When you earn your money, your hard-earned money, you don't just take it up and give it to somebody without asking questions.
Yeah.
You ask questions, and you don't ask one person question. If you want to put it in something and you're not sure about it, ask 10 people.
Yeah.
And get the answers from the 10 people.
All right, but what you know, the problem with it is this now, that this company, Stocks and Security Limited, did their own a very long time. So obviously people was asking questions, and as far as it was concerned, it was a good way to invest your money. Then now, years down the line, you invest your money, you say this happened. So what is it that is not reputable in a company that has been here so long, and then all of a sudden, so this happens? It can never start out that way there, obviously.
Well, Muta, as a man who understands things, you will understand that everything that's around for a long time eventually die, right? So not because something is around for a long time, it means that it won't die.
I hope you said both are listening,
But you agree with me though, don't?
Of course, everything around the die. What I say, I hope you said both are listen to you.
But what happened with this now is that it was there and the company was around for a long time. But what happened is that, you see, once you start having a bad apple in the thing, then all of the good apple them going to spoil.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that your systems are in place, your controls are in place. And this is the role of the regulator, the financial. All
right.
They
so
should have
make
made sure that the apples remain good.
All right. Hold on. I could take a time signal and come forward.
Yeah.
We're talking about this financial debacle where take place in Jamaica, you know. All right. So you say the Financial Service Commission is supposed to be regulating all of these places, these stock places.
Yes. They're supposed to be regulating. And the role of the Financial Services Commission, I think the primary role that a regulator have is to protect the public.
Yes.
Right? And say, listen, if you come over here, so everything is all right over here. Right? And that's the primary role. And they are supposed to provide that guidance. But it still does not mean that the person who have the money must not be responsible enough
to
make sure them do all of the checks.
Yeah.
Right? But they're supposed to regulate it. They're supposed to regulate it so that they say, boy, I hear a thing about the lionfish the other day, that if you put the lionfish in a pan with a whole heap of other fish, then you'll come and see the lionfish alone.
Yeah.
And we eat them.
Yeah.
Right?
Like piranha.
So you will need to make sure, from a regulator point of view, that you don't have any lionfish entering the industry, right? Or the companies, right? What happened now is that the company is gone, the company was running, right? And somebody come in, right? And the things start run bad because there wasn't putting all the reports in place. From 2013, the FSC had concerns about it, right? And they gave them some things to do. 2017, it was elevated, and they gave them some more things to do. I don't know what happened since the 2017 report. But obviously, enough was not done, right, to ensure that the company, right, came under the proper supervision at the time, because there's a whole heap of money was lost between then and now. All
right, so the Financial Service Commission is supposed to be the watchdog for these people.
Yes.
And you say from 2017, them I watch them?
Them I watch them from before that.
All right, so if they watch them before that, and up to the point of certain time, them don't say the thing I get better. Why them never take some serious action against the company?
And that is the question that they need to answer. So if when they have the press conference yesterday, I was hoping that they would have answered that question. But the question was not answered. And that is the problem, I think. The problem is that I think that it's like when you and somebody argue, Muta, the best way for you to resolve that question is for both of you come clean, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The best way is to be transparent.
Of course.
But if you start keep holding your corner and me keep holding my corner, we're not getting away.
We have one lie take next to the next door. Because you have to tell a lie to back up the next lie.
Yeah. So therefore, it was important, I think, for the FSC to come yesterday and say, listen, this is exactly what happened. This is what we did. Because they might have done the right thing, you know. Yeah. But the fact that you don't tell people what happened, it raised more doubt.
But a woman come forward, and we hear her all over the place in her tapes and things.
Yeah.
And she make a statement about how it was done.
Yeah.
What do you think about that confession? What do you think about it?
When I read the thing in Amuta, I said to myself, it looked like she don't work in the place. Because how can you take the people money, talk to the people, walk the thing right through the system, and then pay the money too? There is no segregation of duties.
Yeah.
So if you put butter before a puss, what's going to happen? You might eat the butter.
Yeah.
And that
is what happened in the bank.
Yeah, because what should happen is that she should not be if she talks to the person, she should not be the person collecting the money. And she should not be the person giving the money to the person. Right? She should not be issuing the statements to the person. Right? You need to segregate the duties so that there is control. Right? So that if I know that if you know that I am watching you, you're going to be more careful. Right? The other thing is that a thing like leave, a simple thing like leave, you know. We have this practice in Jamaica where we don't pay people for them leave that them accumulate. But what we must do is send people and leave. Because when you send a man and leave, and him refuse to go and leave, you might say, why him refuse to go and leave? Nobody see what happened at him desk. You understand? So I would love to know if that person was sent and leave and how much a leave they took. All those questions are very important to answer to find out what happened.
So how them going to get these questions to be answered? Is it in a court or that going to work out?
No man, it's in the company records. So
who's looking at the financial service?
And hopefully all those things will come out. The problem right now is that people want answers, and it's important for the regulator to provide the answers that they want now in terms of what happened between 2017 and now.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to ask the question now. If you think, for instance, a man have $10 million in this stocks or security thing, and them thief it out, is there a possibility that I'm going to get back $5 million out of it?
Why? It'll be
Why? It's all like you say done, it's gone. That answer is so like it's gone, even before you answer.
I think the company has a capital deficiency problem, you know, because the reports are that the FSC had said that they had a capital adequacy problem. Now, with this amount of money leaking that company, it looks steep. You know, I am hoping that everybody get back their money. I mean, and particularly for me, I am more concerned about the little man who rely on it for his pension.
Oh gosh, man! You come out with $20,000.
As the finance minister said, it's evil. You can't, to do something like that. I listened to a lady who she said she worked, she have 10 years left for retirement, and she sacrificed, she not take no vacation or nothing, and save up her money so she can have money for retirement, and 10 years to go, and all that gone.
Yeah.
That's not right.
But, all right, so that company should be in receivership, or how that work? You mean?
Well, they have sent in someone who is normally a receiver, right? Ken Tomlinson.
Okay.
And once you get to that stage, it is, and based on what I see, that sort of money leaving that company, the problems they were having before, it is going to be very difficult for them to recover. So
the money not insured. The money not insured.
I don't know.
You don't know.
The company is supposed to insure, but I don't know if they can be floating so much of the requirements. Then it's very unlikely that they're not insured.
Wow.
So it's a big blow. It's a big blow.
What do you mean it's a big blow, man?
I'm concerned about the little man, as I say, who relies on the pension money, right? But the truth is, Muta, this saying in economics, let the buyer beware.
Yeah.
You need to be aware of what is happening around you. And that is the biggest lesson I think it bring home to investors. When you're sick, Muta, you go to the doctor, right?
Yeah.
And the doctor tell you what to you. If something wrong with your car, you go to the mechanic. You don't figure it out yourself, right? I don't understand why when people have financial decisions and don't go to people who know about finances.
All right. Tell me exactly what to look at. If you find yourself with $1,000 and you want to put it somewhere, what exactly you should be asking the people them and what you should look out for?
Well, if you have $1,000, right, and you want to do something with it, right, talk to somebody and say, boy, what you think I can do with this, right? So I'll give you an example. People know people who, you might not be a financial expert, but you might know somebody. You have a cousin, a friend, a relative. You can even talk to more than one person. So you don't just talk to one person at a financial institution. You talk to 3 financial institutions and you get a view from 3 of them, right? Or 4, and you say, oh, you know what? 3 out of 4 say I must do this, so this might be the right thing, right? You check on the company that you're investing in, right, by talking to other people too, right, or talking to the regulators themselves, right, and saying, what about this company? But, we have a very powerful thing in Muta that we don't use for the right thing. So I always say to people, you have a very far reach to get to people. You see this thing called Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Before, people must use it for these things rather than use it for read up about the American celebrity them abroad.
Yeah.
You understand? You have the internet. And the other thing is that when people call in to people like you, Muta, why don't you ask these questions rather than ask what other people think?
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's just that now people are think about under them mattress again and put them tin underneath.
No.
Banana tree. How you hold for that float around the place?
No, man. The financial system is safe. This is just a bad apple.
Who you tell that? Who you telling that? You're telling the woman who their fires that she lose all like taking Usain Bolt. Who you tell that? I
telling everybody it is safe. But in everything, you always have a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I said the responsibility for me, the biggest problem is the FSC and how they have regulated this thing. But the system is safe. I have my money in Jamaica, I'm not moving my money. And I will invest more money in Jamaica because there are a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And the system is safe, right? But
so what should happen now with the Financial Service Commission? What should happen? Who is the ones who is going to demand of the Financial Service Commission that them do this or don't do that? How that
Well, it comes under the purview of the Ministry of Finance,
Yeah.
So the Ministry of Finance have to deal with that, right? What I think needs to happen is that we need to just deal with the situation quickly so that people can have confidence in that regulator, because I think the only problem is with the FSC. The BOJ is very good. The FID is very good, right? The regulations are very good, right? I think the problem is that with that specific regulator, not the regulatory system. The regulatory system is very sound. It's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
After 1996, we put in some things where, boy, you know, I mean, you know, Muta, if you want to open a bank account, you have to give blood, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, then the amount of things that them ask you.
Me never give blood for go open my bank
I
account.
give blood.
Yo, it come in like you have to give it.
No, it come in like...
Oh, you frightened me because I say, oh, me never do that. Maybe they take my money because I never do it. Like how you run out of place to me never have no mask. But that's that. Oh, you use it as a metaphor.
yeah, man.
Right.
Them ask you a whole heap of things.
Yeah,
Like
some
a bank
foolishness.
account. So it's very rigid.
Yeah.
But I think the problem is just this regulator. We have to isolate it and understand that this is a problem with one regulator, not the entire system. The entire the system is good. We have a very good system in Jamaica. It is a regulator that's the problem.
Mine 5 years on the line, a man say, you see that brother they were on Muta program, and he make me go do this, so I see it again, it happen again.
But I forgot living in the bush sometime there.
No, because you say it with you know, you search it, say yes. You don't know what can happen along the line, you know.
As far as I'm concerned, the system is good. And I'm putting my money where my money is, because I have my money invested in Jamaica.
Yes,
institutions in Jamaica, because I think it's good. But one thing I do, you know, I check my money. I make sure I have online access.
All right, let me ask you a question.
My money.
Let me ask you a question, because I hear about this now, right?
Yeah.
You check your account every day. And
you have to check it every day.
Yeah, all right. You check your account online. You know, go down at the bank. You check it online.
Yeah.
You say 50,000 in there today. The next week, you say 50,000, 60,000. When you go down at the bank and you say you want to draw out 30,000 out of your 50,000, them say you don't have 50,000 in there. How them do that? How the people in the bank do that?
No, that not happen, sir. That not happen, sir.
Where you have to bridge in?
No, man, that not happen, sir, man.
Say you have to something on your computer, you saw. And when you go to the bank, it not there? That not happen?
No, man, that not happen. That not happen.
Aye, sir.
That not happen. I tell you that. What was happening in this case with SSL, you know, is that the lady was producing the statement and sending it to the people. So the people don't even look at it. They was checking the thing online.
So it will reflect something different online?
Eh?
It will reflect something different online?
Yeah, because the system online was good. I mean, I don't know if SSL has an online thing, but I only deal with companies that have online access, right? I can check personally. I don't have to call somebody and check it. I can check it personally if I want, and I check my things online and make sure everything is okay, and I get my statement.
And you said she couldn't move. You said she couldn't move the money internally at the bank and still maintain where you use it on your computer.
No, because she wouldn't be able to do that. That's a different thing that she don't have access to. The system automatically updates with that, so it couldn't happen.
That is if she uses the system.
She was sending the statement to the people then. And them accept that.
In other words, she was having a bank within a bank.
Yeah, man, she run things on them.
She run a bank in the bank. Tell it. Why? Well, I don't like who she married to. Maybe I can get her as a girlfriend. We'll leave you be. No, a big scam that trust her. Big scam that.
Because it's going on for over 10 years, you know. That's a long time.
What year there? 10 years.
Yeah.
And people keep put their money.
Yeah.
That thing. Anyway, we give thanks for the information still, you know, how people can use it down the line, you know. By the way, tell me something. The Knox Community College, this is another thing that happened. You hear about the $1 million investigation right go on, millions of dollars?
Yeah, I don't have the details on that one. I see the headline, but I don't say. But
yeah, them say $1 million.
Regular thing for the birthday, them at the school take money now.
Why so like say it's a normal thing? Yeah? It's a regular but normal. So it's a normal thing then, it become normal.
Yeah. Can you hear about it otherwise?
It is. That don't sound very nice to me though. When
well, you see, Mutabaruka. I always say to people, you know, if you get what you pay for. You see, if you hire somebody just because of what the cost is, you might end up paying fees in the long run. Get good people. The most important decision in a company is how you hire people. You understand? Take the time and hire people properly. When you look at companies, the international companies, and even the local companies like Grace Kennedy or so, them take the time and hire good people. Them do the background check, right? Make sure they hire good people and pay the people well, because it works out in the long run. You see, this is one incident happening. You see how much money it costs you?
Billions.
Right? Just hire the right people, man.
Yeah. All right, sir. Anyway, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. All right, respect.
Yeah. All right. We have been talking to Dennis Strong, financial analyst, chartered accountant, chair of the GK Capital Market, plus other things what he is General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, and chair of the National Solid Waste Management Authority. He is a farmer CEO of one place. He is a farmer chief financial of that. Farmer director at the bank, farmer. All right. That is really something else. I don't know if I feel comfortable with where I say still in terms of where I say, but we have to figure it out. We have to live it out. Because me now go have some money, I go buy racehorse with it. No way. Me now go buy no racehorse with it. A man could have give me the ass we are going to win little more. Me not buy no racehorse with my money. You know, see? And then now, land is the next way you can invest in a land. You hear myself, why the land, I mean, is the next problem. The land, man can't move beside the land and evaluate. You know, man can't go up on your land and no one come off. You build a house on it, the house can burn down. All these things. So really and truly, you have to just do the thing and cross your finger, and they saw it there. This is the stepping razor. There is a next fraud that raise up just since after this, just after this one we are here about now, a next fraud we just hear about. And that is happening at the Knox Community College, where them say millions missing. And it is under investigation, millions missing. Knox Community College. What the hell is happening? I hear Usain Bolt I tell them say 10 days, them liars say 10 days. Him go have to carry them go to court. Him go have to carry them go to court, Rasta. And I hear say I threaten them. I hear say Usain Bolt I threaten them, you know, leave you away. No, it hot, Rasta. It hot. Trust me, it hot. You know, given that you work hard for your money, and that guy don't swipe it with just like that, with a stroke of a pen. We're there with you upon the stepping razor. Now, we want to play this. The problem with it is that the people them who responsible for it, I don't think them have it to get back. Them have to go to prison. But the bank supposed to give them back. We don't even know how much money them will get back, because we hear, I am told that if you have certain portion of money in the bank and it missing, you're going to get back a certain portion of your money, not all. Can you imagine a man who work hard and put on him money to say why when him can't work again, him going to have something to lean back on. And a little guy or a little girl just go so bam, bam, bam and wipe with that. Just like that. She no work feet, him no work feet. Them just use them pen and them computer also bam and wipe out all of your thing. And some of them are do it to that when you go looking at your account, you know, you still feel say you have the money in there. How them do them something there, Rasta? Some of them are do it, and when you're looking at your account, you still feel say the money in there when you go up on the computer is when you go down at the bank now for go draw out money. Or when you go up on the computer to draw out your money. Your ears say, but you don't have enough. What a wicked set of people them.
2023 is the year when Jamaica will start to see a sustained reduction in violent crimes, particularly murders, and see an increase in public order and safety as well.
Okay. Mr. Prime Minister, I am going to inform you that in the 19 days, which is like 2 weeks into January of 2023, there has been 32 murders since the year start. 32 murders. That is, we have to call it about 3 days over the 2 weeks of January. And we have 32 murders. That is more than one murder per day already. We are called about 2 murders per day already in the 19 days since the year start. So I hope say the rest of the month will find way having a problem, even though I'm doubting it very much. Because this talk is just talk. They have nothing to do with the reality of the situation in Jamaica. You can't just say it and it go away. You cannot just say it and it go away. It needs to be fixed. And it can be fixed. But there is no guts. Them do have the guts to fix it. Even though them talk powerful sometimes. But when it gets right down to it, it's just the youth them who are commit crime and kill the youth them who are commit crime. So make them go and kill them one another. That is how a whole heap of them look on it. We are talking about the guys them up there. So them look on it. A youth a kill youth, no matter. Them go and kill one another. As long as them not kill, we is the ones them who is up there. You know, them not kill them, the one them who is up there. And them rob a one downtown, them rob a one in a country and kill them. And that no have nothing to do with a youth, a kill an ex-youth because the whole of them in a gang business. A people who go about them business lawfully. But now you don't even have to go outside of the bank. A guy just rob you in the bank from around the counter and smile with you. And then he move away with the money out of your bank and you don't even know. Nobody now have to follow them again. Because that's how it there, the scamming larger than life, you know. Larger than life. Money and move left and right from different account to different account. And some guys, you see the NCB woman with them over there last year. And you see you go in our house, it look like one drug down house, the way much this, that in there and that in there and all. So she was living the life of a movie star. Of the sweat and blood of people. Terrible. Terrible. And this is where it reach. This is where it reach. So who's going to stop it? Too much sleeping and slumbering. We need them for wake up. Those who are going with your brethren and assisting them. Things that can't reach you. It's not that far, you know. One big house we live in, and the house was 52 miles wide and 140 miles long. Because when you see somebody up on a pole or jump up and you there ball out, but they must jump. You know, so you have to check your heart and your thought. You have to check that. Because what kind of madness that? What kind of, the person who do it have a psychological problem. And you tell them to jump, for commit suicide. So when them jump and them drop down dead, and them drop down and dead, where you going to do now? You going to take picture of it by your iPhone and set it up on all of the TikTok thing them, hey, you see this over there. This over there, you know. When you man talk about man a scam people are fine and old people, them and them really. It's the same thing. Because man, we all say, I say, boy, Usain Bolt to get back in money. And you have scammer who say Usain Bolt to get back in money and him round there scam somebody. Yeah, because Usain Bolt is Usain Bolt. Him say Usain Bolt to get back in money. So I'm for money where him did a scam from other people. Them people, they don't forget about their money. Them work for their money too, in them old age. A whole heap of the man them who scam people are fine, and old people them are scam. Old people. The problem is that if you don't, like when me look at my phone, me say a whole heap of things, you have one, television set, you have this, that, claim you're this and that. I mean, no, so me never write down my name for them something there. Me just delete that. Me no enter no competition, me no enter no that, me no write nobody about television set or nothing. And you have to know what me win it. Yes, give it to somebody else. The working part I work with. You can't have people that work in a society. I hear them say the worst scamming ever go on at the history of Jamaica. Right. Them say the worst thing ever happened has come on to fraudulent business in the history of Jamaica. You know, see, so you know what people get scamming at that. Me a woman a ball on the radio, one next station. That terrible thing. This is the stepping razor, the art of war.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.